Welcome back to Ancient Domains Mystery. We're going to resume play in the Outlaw Settlement, scout a few caves, and most likely kill a Black Druid. So, first off, do not kill beggars. Even if they turn hostile, if you kill them and you are attempting to maintain a neutral or lawful alignment, killing them will drop your alignment by a lot. So just try to avoid them. If they turn hostile, try to get them trapped on the other side of the map. On the other hand, killing these cut purses and other criminals is perfectly acceptable and encouraged, because sometimes they drop corpses that can be exchanged for money in Terrenio, the starting village. Excuse me while I refresh my memory real quick. Go, an assassin corpse. Hopefully it doesn't rot away. There's a beggar, so let's escape real quick. We're going to escape away from the side of town that we would normally enter on. That way the beggar is not standing right there when we get back. Let's go up to Trinio, find the sheriff. We hit lowercase g for give. We select the assassin corpse, and we give it to Twiet Bearer, who says there's a bounty of 100 gold pieces on his head. Good work. The sheriff hands us gold pieces. Excellent. Do we have a lot of food? No, we don't. We best pick some up while we're here. Alright, we're going to buy herb seeds, because if we ever end up without an herb that we need, such as Morgia root, or Mossomorelin, or Stomophilia, which I'm pretty sure we'll explain in more detail later on, we can use the herb seeds to grow some. Alright, this is blessed. We have a surplus of money. Let's go ahead and grab some iron rations too, since they're lighter weight. Oh, we can still carry more? Well, how about one extra large ration? There we go. Well, now you know what? Let's do two, because again, if we maintain a burden state, it trains our strength, assuming it's not capped. Oh, which it is, so never mind. But all the same, I'm sure we'll eat them. Alright. A couple points I don't think we discussed last time we were in town. If you gave this baby water dragon a number of carrot juices, I think it's 10 carrot juices, though I'd have to double check. I usually don't need to do this. He will teach you the swimming skill if you don't already have it. We, of course, already have it, since I usually play druids. That's why I don't know. This is Yags the Fool. He seems to be peaceful. Yags the Fool is not injured. If you give him booze, he will give you random potions, which can be surprisingly useful. Let's go back to the Outlaw Settlement. Are we still using rocks? We are. Okay. Oh, there's our friend the beggar. Let's try to lose him. Alright. This gentleman here, Screek the Cloaked Ratling, will sell you keys for a very high price. When I was an inexperienced ADOM player, I used to take advantage of that, but since then I've realized that you can find keys fairly easily in the dungeons, so it's not really worth the money. All the same, you might want to try to avoid killing him, just in case you really need a key. This is the Mad Doctor. He's used as part of the Chaotic quest. If you make a deal with this gentleman right here, Hotzenplotz the Crime Lord, and you complete the quest with him, he will instruct you to see the Mad Doctor, and the Mad Doctor will teach you the healing skill. Wow, the beggar, the good beggar, just killed the evil beggar. That was amazing. Very handy. Thank you, sir. Thank you. If you give gold to beggars, it raises your alignment a little bit. Similarly, if you give plant seeds, not herb seeds, plant seeds to... Hold on one second. Plant seeds to the to farmers, that will also give you a slight piety boost. Alright. Since we're over level 10, we're eligible for a quest we haven't taken yet. Let's go get that. So we talked to White Parrot. Greetings, adventurer. Welcome in us peaceful village. Kill Hotzenplotz the evil climb lord, and ye will be rewarded. You know, we set bounties on the heads of criminals, bring them in. That will give us a positive piety boost, and an amulet of order, which, as we wear it, increases our piety. Since I wound up being lawful, that's very important for me. There's the puppy cave that we're not doing right now. Have we explored this whole dungeon? I don't remember. Let's drop down a level and find out. Oh, another thing, White Parrot, when you are, I think the level cap's 5, it may be less, but when you first start the game, if you talk to him, he gives you a quest to kill Cranch the Raider. Cranch the Raider will only show up if you have that quest and are below the level requirement. Once you reach level, the max level, he stops showing up. If you just wander around the plains around the town, you will encounter him in a wilderness encounter along with several other bandits. You kill him and bring his corpse in. That will get you a monetary reward, a increase in piety, and also if you bring in his corpse, all of that I've just listed for you. You don't have to bring in the corpse, you just have to kill him. But if you successfully bring his corpse in, 2 more things happen. Shop prices are reduced in Trinio. Also, every time you walk in the shop, you get a message about his head being hung over the door. Super charming. Okay, apparently we have not fully explored the starter dungeon. Which, if you don't get the starter dungeon in your game, that's because you have not died enough yet. Initially, the starter dungeon is not accessible. Instead, they give you a tutorial zone. Let's milk him for arrows. Did he die? Oh, a bat killed him. Well, we'll take what arrows we can get. Main reason we're here is looking to see if there's a conveniently placed altar or other useful dungeon features. The enemies here are super weak. I doubt they'll drop anything too useful. Do I have anything valuable? Potentially a slimy potion, but I'm not too worried. Let's kick the door. There we go. We now have enough hit points that I don't think there's any door traps that can one-hit us. The only thing we have to worry about now is inventory destruction. Since we don't have a fireproof blanket, the exploding door is the worst option because the fire could damage our inventory items. Right now we're immune to water traps, or at least items in our inventory are immune to water traps. The equipment we're wearing is immune because we're wearing a cloak. If we weren't wearing a cloak, it would still be vulnerable. Let's let this guy chase us around a bit. Drop corpse. Nope. Centipede corpses grant acid resistance if you eat them. Alright. Notice a slurping sound in the distance. That means that somewhere there is either a spider or an ooze reproducing. It may just be one or the other. Memory's not what it could be. More arrow grinding. This gets way more effective with... oh! I accidentally killed him. This gets more effective with Treasure Hunter because he drops, or is more likely to drop rare arrows that deal more damage. Do we have boots? We don't have boots. Well, let's take some boots. Oh wow, I didn't remember how bad our equipment was. Well, that's kind of a problem. He has a very small chance to paralyze us. It's not a large chance, but it's possible. Just increasing our damage output with the Divine Rat spell by using it repeatedly. Control W lets us see how well our weapons are trained. We're almost up to 5 with clubs and hammers, which is a good place to be if we're going to use clubs and hammers. I'm not sure that we will. Ooh, a pickaxe is good to have in case we get trapped in a tough spot. Lets us dig through walls. It'll break after a few uses, but usually all you need to do is use it once. There's teleportation trap. Do we have teleportation control yet? No, we don't. Oh, that's a bad thing. So, yeah, this guy can paralyze us and then murder the heck out of us. Really, I should pick up that iron ration, eating a large ration instead. Oh well. Not a huge deal. So, a keyboard command that some people are not aware of, if you hit lowercase w and then either the upstairs or the downstairs, which is greater than and less than signs, it will auto walk you to the stairs. Also, if you hit lowercase w and then the lowercase I, it will track you to where it believes the nearest item to be. There are other commands like that. I am not familiar with all of them. Do I want to go ahead and kill Hotzenplotz? No, let's do the Druid dungeon. There are some items I want to drop off. Let's train Calm Monster a little bit. At 0, it's not very effective. So we want to train it up so that when we get into a situation where we need it, it's trained. So now it's at level 2. See, it just got way more effective. But, all the same, we're gonna murder these guys. Kind of a ruthless thing to do, chill them out and then murder them. I do find the WI command useful when you're in trees or in some other room where it's difficult to see items on the ground. Of course, you can also use the mini-map or switch the display to ASCII mode. Alright. Oh look, another cut burst we can kill. Didn't drop anything overly useful though. Since we can't identify this stuff. Drop the herb seed, we want to secure it. Okay, while we're here, let's go ahead and kill Hotzenplotz. This will turn everyone in the town hostile other than the shopkeeper. Oh, we just restocked. Let's see what he got. Oh, I just totally hit the wrong button. No to everything. I just told it to sell everything with an unknown status. Oops. Some people swear by necklaces rapid healing. I mean, to me they're okay. But some people really, really get into that. So let's get where we can get them all in a row. If I remember, Hotzenplotz does a poison attack, and all three of these guys deal epic damage. They're also very fast, so we're a little early in the game to be doing this fight, but as you see, I think we'll be fine. They drop a ton of gold when they die. And now everything in the town is hostile, so we are going to escape. Go back up here, talk to Quiet Paris, or Quiet Fair. He drops an amulet on the ground, we pick it up. Amulet of Order, we're going to name it. We're not going to put it on yet because if we change to lawful, we will not have very much piety with the lawful god. We have our piety with the neutral god, so we don't want to do that right now because it would mean we couldn't really pray anymore. Do we need food? Yeah, we better get some more food. Maybe he'll have some more iron rations. Food is a much bigger issue earlier in the game. Later on, it's not a big deal. There we go. Oh, and now he restocks, of course. Okay, working our way through the dungeon. The Druid dungeon. DD for short. Huh, I wonder what'll be at the bottom of it, a Druid dungeon. What hangs out in a Druid dungeon? Mwah. Mwah. Tiny corals are just about useless. It's more difficult to find weapons to fire them, but Might as well hold on to a couple when you come by them. Never know, you might run into something awesome. Find like a tiny quarrel of slaying that does auto crits. Okay, this is an extremely dangerous situation. So, when we moved into this corridor, we saw something disappear. Um, that was an Ogre Magus. We can also tell we're fighting an Ogre Magus because, well, before he disappeared, the Ogre Magus mumbles an arcane formula, but sometimes you find them, they're already invisible. So, what you look for is you are hit by a cone of magical ice. That's always an Ogre Magus. He always uses those magical cones of ice. He does a lot of damage. You can't see him. Hard to hit in melee. And he likes to kind of run away from you a little bit, where he can shoot you, but you can't shoot him back. There's various tactics to deal with him, but this one, very straightforward. Just check it out. He's got nowhere to run other than right in front of us. So what we do, very defensive, then we blast a bolt of lightning down the hallway, and he drops a corpse, which I am going to eat, because I believe sometimes that increases our mana. Whew, that wasn't so bad. Ogre Maguses can be extremely lethal, though. You never want to ignore them. And let me tell you, if you don't have an effective way to figure out where they are and kill them, run away. Just run away. Come on. I was gonna zap you, but whatever. I'm not gonna zap you in the hall because then lightning will go back and kill me. That wouldn't be very fun. I did that once. Convert promise to character is terrible because I was using magic missile. I wasn't paying attention. I was just sitting here spamming magic missile. For some reason my health was going down, and I wasn't sure why. Well, that was because I was bouncing magic missiles off the wall into my head. And it killed me. Super fun. That is not the kind of altar we need. That's chaotically aligned altar, which means monsters can sacrifice us on it. Alternately, if we were chaotic, we could use it, but monsters could still sacrifice us on it. So, it doesn't matter what alignment you are. Be careful around chaotic altars. Gotta pick up the girdle just in case something's good. You never know. You never know. Could be something good. That's an anvil. It's useless for us. It's super, super heavy. But if you have the smithing skill and a warhammer equipped, you can use ores for smithing. Ores are very rare. One of the classes, the weaponsmith, has an ability to actually turn items into bars of ore they can then use. You can't just use unprocessed ore either. You have to process the ores, so that's another complicated thing that's difficult to get done. Generally, I don't mess with it. It's one of those things, some people swear by it. They say that although it's very difficult to get done, it's completely worth it because you can make OP equipment. But I've just never messed with it. I don't see it being worth the effort. Oh, a neutral altar. Okay. We are going to take note of that. We are not going to... I'm going to sacrifice just a little bit to this god. Capital O. Sacrifice 10 gold. Just to figure out what my piety is. He's very pleased with me. That's good. But I don't want to sacrifice too much to him because I want to wait to sacrifice to the lawful god. So I'm not going to try to, for instance, crown at neutral. Crowning, of course, is a... Once you sacrifice a certain amount to your god, you can pray to him and he will crown you. He will give you some elemental immunities intrinsically, and he will give you an artifact equipment, such as a really fancy armor or really fancy weapon. We're not worrying about it right now, but at some point it will become important. Alright. Oh, I just killed something by accident. I don't know what it was. Didn't seem dropper piety, and we did not get a message about killing a cat, so we should be good. I will come back to that neutral altar later to ID all of our un-ID'd equipment in town. You know what? Considering how little we have on, let's do that right now. Let's make that a priority in our lives. Looking at the time right now, this episode is, I believe, going to run over by a little bit. But hopefully y'all will be okay with that. Be worth it to see a boss fight, right? Okay. Let's go here. Oh, hi. You're dead. Ooh, may have dropped a good helmet. What about you? You want to die? Cool. Let's leave this guy over here. I wonder. Is it not possible to get these guys calmed down with Calm Monster? Maybe not. They kill you. I'm going to eat some things to get my weight down. Not really worried about them being able to kill me. Okay. The reason I'm doing this is to lighten up so that I can run faster and leave these guys on this end of the map. Technical difficulties. Okay, hopefully we lost him. Get everything with an unknown status. Don't even know if we can carry all this, but we'll try. Not gonna worry so much about the arrows. Oh, the spellbook of Urethral Bridge. Oh, it's so awesome to have that. Other beggar, would you be interested in murdering this guy for me? He once murdered a beggar for me before he turned hostile. Okay, fine. Be that way. So... there we go, leave it on that side. I'm gonna pick up some more food. Oh gosh. Okay, let's belay that order for the time being. We'll come back and do it when we have more carrying capacity. How much food do we have? We should be fine. Okay. I should definitely go try to ID things on that chaotic altar, because that'll work great for me. Not only will it work, but I won't be sacrificed to the Dark Chaos gods either. Oh. Getting lost. Getting lost in ancient domains of mystery. It's a good title for this episode, right? Okay. I remember there's a fast walk item option for... there we go. We don't have to worry about this altar. Nothing will sacrifice us on it. Okay. Oh, it's a shame we could do some better armor. Don't worry, cursed ammunition won't get stuck in your hand, unlike other cursed equipment, which will stay glued to you until you can find a way to get rid of it, such as being disarmed by an enemy, or finding a trap to destroy it. There's, of course, also scrolls of uncursing. There's, I'll kick all this equipment to the side. Scrolls of uncursing, scrolls of item destruction, which randomly destroy an item. You don't get to just choose what they destroy. Don't kick potions by accident, it will break them. Okay, so he can destroy all the precious equipment we have in our inventory. I should probably leave him alone, but nope, not going to do it. Let's check what we can equip here. Uncursed Black Helmet. Black Helmets are always Orcish helmets, and they always have Perception -2. Not a problem. Yeah, I definitely don't want to change the Lawful right now, because we'll lose the use of that altar. Oh, Girdle of Carrying. It's amazing. It increases our carrying capacity. Girdle of Strength, oh my gosh, also amazing. We had excellent luck with the girdles. I will wear the Girdle of Strength right now. I'll avoid the Girdle of Carrying until I can bless it, because if it gets destroyed while I'm using it, or if it gets cursed while I'm using it, and I'm over my carrying capacity by a certain amount, I get crushed to death by the weight of my own inventory. Awesome. Okay. Probably should have ID'd these, but it's no big deal. Blessed Orcish Spear. Uncursed Mithril Axe of Hunting. That's amazing. Hunting means the monster's more likely to drop corpses. Oh, that's an awesome weapon. I'm almost tempted to hold out on it for right now. Oh, but we do have holy water. Should I use a holy water on it? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually not going to equip that right now, because I don't want to risk it getting damaged, because that will be a very, very useful later in the game. So right now we're going to equip a spear, which also lets us train our defense value. Thick gauntlets, very good to have since they mitigate the effects of certain corruptions. These leather boots are useless. Let's see what the stats on these are. Handbow is what you need to fire small quarrels. Okay. Let's get rid of these rocks in favor of some arrows. Let's go dump the rest of this equipment back in town. I play very, very slowly. Some people would criticize this because it increases your chances of getting corrupted. But I find I can deal with corruptions generally. Whereas if I play too quickly, I tend to mess up. We do not sell anything at the shop because he'll give us horrible rates. That's why we just store it and we'll sell it later. Yeah, we don't want to carry anything too fragile in our... Well, anything that's both important and fragile in our inventory until we get a fireproof blanket. Because right now, one fire trap would mess us up. I do need to take that pickaxe, though. Some characters you'd want to carry spare weapons. We're not going to do that with this one because we have spells. I'm going to bring holy water because when we kill the Black Druid here later on in the episode, he's going to drop a corpse, and we want to keep the corpse from rotting. If you dip a rotting corpse in holy water, it gets rid of the rotting status, and it delays the amount of time until it starts rotting again. Okay. Slimy potion. Potion cure poisons. Okay. I'll save that for later. Okay. Let's go get some more food, and then let's kill the Black Druid. I know y'all love my singing. Y'all into it, I can tell. Okay. See, I also have to carry extra food because I play so slowly. Most people wouldn't need it that badly. I watch out for Chaos Brothers because they will corrupt you on touch. If you get corrupt enough, you get a corruption. Who would have thought? I mean, oh, don't want to do that. Oh, we are so lucky right now. You see, this little guy that if you hit him, he can damage your weapon. And I don't think he damaged our weapon, did he? I don't think so. Okay. He needs to die because he reproduces. And because he's a pain in the ass when he reproduces. Okay. Mr. Tigger is down at my feet meowing right now. He would like it if I would stop playing the game and pet him. Oh, did I actually pick up cursed rations? I thought I picked up large rations. I did. Okay, well, that was a mistake. I'll eat them both. Fine. Don't make quite so many mistakes when I'm not recording. I find it distracting. So don't think I'm a complete dumbass. I'm only partially a dumbass. It's been a very profitable hallway. Let's milk him for arrows. Kick him because it does less damage than hitting him with a spear. It'll still make him mad. I'm going to try to melee people with spear as much as possible, train it to increase the defense bonus we get from it. Try to remember to show you that once it's gone up. And yeah, I'll carry an iron ration around with me, why not? Just double check and make sure there's no cool items in that hallway. Oh, teleportation trap. And we're hungry. Since we're already as far out as we're going to get, might as well use teleportation trap to get back. Once we get teleportation control, teleportation traps will be our friend. Oh my gosh, I wonder if there could possibly be a secret passage in this dead-end hallway. Oh wow, there was. With a dark sage in it. Who is a summoner. Plain ring. I always carry some bones around with me, because when you're being attacked by certain kinds of dogs, if you feed them bones, they stop attacking you. Actually, I think you can tame them that way. Okay. If someone's running away from you and you hit them with a ranged attack, they will stop running. Kind of useful. Cool. Wands are always cool. Oh my gosh. That is a lawful altar. That's awesome. Okay. Okay. That's great. Because we're going to need that in a while. I'm not going to convert right now, like I said, because it will reduce my piety. But, as soon as we've completed this quest, I will convert to alt lawful. Probably we'll just do it incidentally by completing the quest. And then we will come back here and we will get our piety up with lawful deity. That's awesome. If I forget about that in the next episode, someone should definitely remind me in the comments. Most definitely. Okay. Here's the level of the Black Druid. You know how we can tell that? Because the animals on this level will attack you even if you're a druid. It's really nasty animals down here, actually. Also indirectly, the cat's very nasty, because as I've mentioned in previous episodes, we can't kill cats. So we kill cats, it upsets the cat lord later in the game. Fire lizard. He breathes fire that can destroy our equipment. Kind of a pain in the ass. What's nice though is this does let us kill fire beetles without taking a penalty to our piety, or alignment I should say. And fire beetles drop really yummy corpses. They give you fire resistance. Well, sometimes they drop them. Okay, so we are going to do this. I'm going to be careful using a spell in here because I don't want to accidentally hit a cat. We are also going to try a little experiment here. Tiger ignores our spell. Well, that's bad news. So why did I bring the pickaxe? I'm just very happy to have it in this area. Okay. Let me give you a scenario here. Say I get trapped on this tile with a tiger here and a tiger here. What the heck do I do? If I have a pickaxe, I dig my way out of the hallway. We're going to go back to the previous level, take this cat with us. We're going to try getting locked in a room. Cats cannot open doors in this game. Unlike in real life, where they frequently open doors. At least mine do. Except the upstairs cat. His Lord Highness Boo Cat. But the downstairs cats, they're rather big on opening doors if you lock them up. Let's make sure we're satiated before we go into this. Train, cure light wounds some more. The more we use this, the more it heals. Eventually, it will, if we use it enough, it will actually heal better than the higher level healing spells, which is funky because it costs less to cast. Okay, snakes are a problem because they can poison you. That's a giant slug. It shoots acid. If you kill it, you get, I want to say, acid immunity. Which is super great. But they are also super dangerous to fight. What was this corpse again? Okay, we definitely don't want to eat a rabid dog corpse. So we're running so I can use Divine Wrath on it. And we hope it doesn't destroy anything overly useful. Later in the game, we may choose to come back here with a... Okay. So, he hits harder than I would think. Alright. So, yeah, this is Keethrax the Black Druid. I'm considering praying right now, but I'm probably going to try and make one more turn. Usually doesn't deal that much damage. I think he got crit on us. Keethrax is a tall man dressed as a druid in a white robe, carrying a wicked-looking sickle. The black torque around his neck, where mistletoe should be, marks him as no longer merely a druid. However, he's surrounded by a slavering, frenzied menagerie of animals waiting for their master's signal. So, yeah, there's him. And we're not going to kill him directly. Instead, maybe he wasn't who hit me. Maybe I just didn't realize how low my health was. So, yeah, he's using an attack that tries to confuse us. It usually doesn't work. In melee range, he can drain our stats, which is super wicked. I've had him just destroy characters doing that. We're going to go up a level before he gets to us and heal. But the reason we're leading him up is we want to keep his corpse intact, and the deeper he's in the dungeon, the more likely to rot before we get to the surface. So we're going to lead him. Yeah, it wasn't him dealt damage, it's a slug. Sling shells are kind of hard to get, so you might want to come back for these after completing this quest. And again, as a druid, you can use that level to farm monsters that as a druid you normally couldn't kill without taking a penalty to your piety. sling bullets can be useful for a druid, since one of the items they may get as a crowning is a very powerful sling. Normally slings aren't that great, but in druid's case, they can be. Okay. Leading the druid all the way back to level 1. If you are really getting overwhelmed with him, which we're not, but if you were, you can sacrifice him at altars, and it's a way to kind of one-hit kill him. We don't light a torch so we don't accidentally kill a cat in the dark room. That'd suck. Don't want to get too far behind you. And here we are on D1. We're going to take him all the way back. Almost the entrance. We're going to leave a little space just in case we have to retreat from him. I would say about here is good. So we're going to go defensive. We're going to see if we can hit him with a lightning bolt. We probably won't be able to. If we are unable to, we are going to shoot arrows at him. Soften him up first. Now, oh, and he heals himself too, which is great. So now we're going to do combat with him. And we are going to watch log, make sure he doesn't stat drain us. Oh, he's panicking. That's great. You want to have a light source for this fight, because if you do, he will waste turns attempting to cast darkness. And furthermore, you will not suffer a penalty from the darkness that he casts. Boom, he's dead. Alright, so he drops some random junk. The Black Torc, a necklace that as you wear it, it corrupts you, it gives you some bonuses, and it gives you some penalties. Generally, I say don't wear it. You might sacrifice it on your altar of choice, since gods always love receiving artifacts. Take the arrows, and take his corpse. If you have means to cook it, do so, because that'll prolong its shelf life. Oh, right there, it's already starting to rot. We do not have a way to cook this corpse. You can cook things, by the way, by shooting fire spells on them, such as Fireball or Fire Ray. We have neither. Something else you can do is dip it into holy water. Just because it says something is rotten does not mean that it's not rotten. It just means your character does not have a high enough perception score to figure out that it's rotten. Keep watching the message log. You don't want it to rot while you're out in the wilderness. Also don't want it to rot while you're in town. I literally had this corpse rot away just as I was walking up to the druid. Just pain in the ass. Let's give him the corpse. Boom. He drops a potion, modeled potion, which we know is Cure Corruption. So we're going to label that. One of the most important potions in the game. We're also going to chat with him. He's going to give us our quest reward. Since we're a druid, he gives us a copper amulet, which is an amulet of order. Bone bracers, which I believe are bracers of toughness, and topaz ring, which is a ring of minor elemental mastery. And on that note, since we're just 6 minutes away from where YouTube cuts off my video length, or so I believe, they may have changed that. It's been years since I messed with YouTube. I will say good day to y'all. I hope to catch you on our next episode. Thank you. Bye.